Christmas present a couple of years ago, and apart from the fact that people thought Chris thought I was mad for wanting such a thing for Christmas, sourcing it was difficult, and wrapping it he found hard. So when Christmas Day came round, I had no idea what I was getting, because, you know, what does that look like with Christmas wrapping paper on? But it's something that I got my eye on a few years ago, and I thought I have to have one of those. Way better than a strimmer. So this has been bought for my height. I'm 5 foot, and it's adjustable, so the handles are exactly where I need them to be. And as you can probably tell from the videos that will follow or have come before, this is a new skill for me. I haven't done any courses yet, and it's quite apparent with my grass cutting, but in time I hope to do a course and get some knowledge and not build up these bad habits that people get, because I know there are some skills to it. I know one of the things is to get really close down to the ground when you're cutting, and to regularly sharpen the blade, so every 5-10 minutes or so. But I love it, even with my limited experience, for getting around the trees and just for getting into for the rushes. So my best present that I've ever had. So this has got to be better for the environment. No smell, no noise, no diesel or petrol to worry about. Can be used any time of the day, so you don't have to worry about upsetting anybody on a Sunday morning. It can use it better in the rain actually. Cuts the grass better, and good workout. So all in all, an excellent tool. There's a wall behind all this grass, and I've checked to make sure there's nothing living in this, so there's no frogs or anything, so I feel quite happy coming in and cutting all of this down. Really good for getting around trees. So I've been doing a lot of scything this week, and I just wanted to show you what I've been up to. And we created this pond about 3 years ago now, and there was an awful lot of stone and soil and clay that came out, and that all got sort of spread out across the top part to create a bit of a meadow, and there was a load of stone left behind. So I've used that to make a little wall, but I was just scything up here to create this path, and to bring the path back, because there had been a path there. And I remember this little wall here, and at the time I had a cast on my hand because while we were doing the pond I did manage to fall over and break my wrist, but cast on, and I was rolling these stones along, and it took probably twice as long as it should have done, but I did create this little wall in the end, and so I was quite happy with that, and it's still there, and it does make me chuckle, although it didn't at the time. This is a long stretch of hedge, and on the other side that you can't see, it's a Leylandii hedge, and it's quite neat and tidy looking, and you wouldn't believe that on this side it's just all crazy the way it is. So it's left us to get on with it, and it is an absolute abundance of life in there. With there's nettles and dandelions and dock, daisies, buttercups, grasses, cleavers, silverweed, some red clover, bindweed. There's a wild rose in there, and it's just full of birds and insects. It's very, very busy in there, and I love it. But I was out the other day and I was collecting some nettles for tea, and I noticed that at the far end there's a little wall next to the hedge, and all the weeds sort of work their way along to this wall. So I cleared some of the weeds with the scythe, which is why I've put this on here now, just so you can see. And this little plant here just looks like sticks. It's a jasmine, and I got this from a supermarket about 4 years ago, and it was literally a little 2-inch stick. It was a reduced price plant, and the supermarkets don't take care of things like that, so they just sell them off for pennies, and I couldn't resist it. And I think over the years that's where my love of gardening has came from rescuing and trying to revive these little plants, and not always successfully, but this one seems to be doing okay, and it's now about 4 foot high and not flowering yet. It's a bit too early in the year, but another few weeks and it should be covered in tiny, tiny white flowers and smelling beautiful. But the weeds had sort of gotten over the top of it, and there wasn't a lot of light getting to the plant. So I came out with a scythe, and I was just sort of gently taking away some of the weeds from around the base, and I wouldn't have been successful with a strimmer, and very hard to get into with all the weeds that were there. There were some sharp brambles in there too, but the scythe did wonderfully well, and the plant's looking great now. So you can just see down there, I managed to clear all the weeds. So one happy little plant. And there's the elder trying to get in on the action there. This is a tree that has been in the ground for about 3 years now, and its trunk is as wide as my arm, considering it was just a little 18-inch stick when it went in over the winter, and it didn't have a leaf on it. So yeah, there's always a lot of hope when you're planting these things. But now it is about 9-10 foot tall and doing absolutely brilliantly, and it looks lovely against that sky. So very nice. Take care, everybody. I hope you all have a lovely, peaceful, happy week. See you all soon.